Governors, I formally call to order the closing session of the annual meetings of the Boards of Governors of the IDB and of the Corporation for 2023. And I would offer the floor to Mr. Ilan Goldfein, President of the Inter-American Development Bank and of the Executive Board of the Inter-American Investment Corporation, so that he can outline his conclusions regarding the work done at these annual meetings. Mr. President, you have the floor.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairperson of the Boards of Governors. I would like to express my satisfaction for being here.
We are all very pleased with the annual meetings, and in the closing, I would like to tell you that during this year's annual meetings, I believe that we all involved are expressing the gratitude and admiration for Panama's organization and hosting us here. This has been a very important and very successful endeavor. So thank you very much, President. Thank you very much, all the organizers, including the IDB. We had 4-day annual meetings, 2 days with our governors, 2 days before with our teams and special sessions. We had fruitful discussions on macroeconomic outlook and challenges. We had this macroeconomic report this morning. We talked about social issues, discussing about poverty and inequality, but also food insecurity, which is a dramatic issue currently. We talk about how poverty and social issues are related to health and education services. We touch about climate change, including mitigation, adaptation. We had a conversation about biodiversity in a general view, but also on the future of the Amazon and what can we do. We emphasize regional projects, and that is a regional project. We talk about gender, diversity, inclusion, and we had several other topics. I aligned priorities and vision for the region and also for the bank. I heard quite a bit of support, but also recommendations, suggestions, how to implement and how to work with this vision and this suggestion. We also had a development effectiveness meeting this morning, where several of you made quite a bit of comments, and I believe that we have a good consensus to start the work on this vision on development, effectiveness, impact, using not only our expert visions, but also synergies with your own work and your own experience going forward. I note that the governor instructed that Washington resolution reforms will be redirected to the institutional strategy, has key input, and to consider them, their synergies, how they can fit together, the complementarities, and also be aware that if any reform is not included in the institutional strategy, that we should consider them separately. Government endorsed the IDB Invest new vision and business model by mandating the preparation of new discussions, new views for future increase proposal. Governments also directed LAB to the future plan with the new financing and new work ahead. So to finalize, I will have to congratulate all of you for what I believe has been incredibly good annual meetings, also an annual meetings of dialogue, of annual meetings of good tone, and very, very constructive. Thank you very much for that.
Estimados gobernadores,
Esteemed governors, since we learned that Panama had been selected to host the annual meeting of the boards of governors of the IDB and the Inter-American Investment Corporation for 2023, the team at the Ministry of the Economy and Finance and the entire government team have been getting ready for this huge challenge, and in a few months planned the arrangements for holding this great meeting in our country. It's been months of very hard work. We have carefully considered every detail to make sure that this would be a pleasant and successful experience for all of you. Our meeting ends today. All that's left is for us to thank governors and delegations for coming and for allowing us to host them in our country, to share knowledge, experiences, culture, and ideas that enable us to continue to make strides in our path to development as a region. Finally, I'd like to thank the entire IDB team and directors for member countries for believing in Panama and allowing us to be responsible for this great milestone in the history of the IDB and of Panama. I wish you safe travels back home, and I'm sure that your teams are waiting for you. Since there is no other business to discuss, I officially close the annual meeting of the Boards of Governors of the Inter-American Development Bank and of the Inter-American Investment Corporation 2023, and invite you to join us this evening at the reception to be held at 7 p.m. in the Bio Museo. The building was designed by one of the great architects of the world, Frank Gehry. With that, I declare this meeting closed. It's been a true honor for us to hold the meeting and to welcome you, seeing that this has been a very productive meeting for all. Thank you again.